Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your second reading of the day. Now, this morning we looked at the Four of Hearts and how wishing is great. Like, you see the hearts coming out here with the four, but it's wishing and hoping are wonderful, but doing is probably a lot better. The magic of the week is the funny part is I feel that it's a holding pattern that we've done. We do a lot of hoping and wishing, but not always doing, because in fear of the unknown. And this card will be dealing a lot with that today. So if you would like to see this morning's reading, just go back to the home page and it should be there. This one is the future, 35. I like 35 because that's right away number 8. 8 of Wands is like progress. 8 of Pentacles is like good work. 8 of Swords is like is your own internal block. And the 8 of Cups is like leaving, like just moving on to something better. So 8 are very strong cards in the deck. 8 is also the card of courage, the strength, the ability to stay strong and move on. So the affirmation is, I plan for the future with respect for the unexpected. And I almost feel that that's what they're saying. Now, I really enjoyed the card story, so I will be sharing it with you today. And this one has, right here, it says, a guardian angel soars out of a cloud and pulls back a corner of the curtain that is draped along the top of the scene. Standing behind the curtain is an equally celestial being dressed in fine robes that are tied around the waist with a belt woven of solid gold thread. The robed and helmeted figure is the future. The angel has dared to pull back the curtain that hides the future from the present because the mortal he cares for is in despair and has prayed fervently for guidance about what path to take. The angel has gone so far as to point out the direction he would like to see the future take for his poor, long-suffering charge. The future takes no notice of this angel who has exposed what should be secret. The future walks its own path, in its own direction, in its own time. It will reveal itself. His golden belt symbolizes that the future of our private universe is woven from the individual strands of the future of all creation. The angel is forced to confront the fact that even with such powerful wings and divine powers, the future can never be fully revealed. The future of an individual takes direction from no one other than that individual and their higher self. The future holds the treasure of life and other gifts within the large box in his arms. The future is like a box that can only be opened with patience, practice, and the right key, like the oracle you are now using. The angel knows that if this human charge develops on the levels of mind, body, and spirit, then the proper destiny will come into reality. Each moment contains the potential for more probable futures than there are cloud bumps in the scene. Some futures are more probable than others, as symbolized by their different shapes and shade of colors. By gaining a thorough understanding of a situation and examining it with relaxed contemplation, flashes of intuitive insights can illuminate the proper course to be taken in the future. If your mind is truly open to whatever may come, even so, the future is always being created, so we must always retain respect for the future's ability to manifest in unexpected ways. I like that. So it says, the mystery of the future and the often frightening power of the unknown gives an almost game-like quality to our lives. A game of success or failure, win or lose, or life or death. The future's power to attract our attention is both unrivaled and awe-inspiring. We can plan for the future using the most scientific, rational approach. We can consult with experts and trend predictors, and we can use our intuition oracle cards and our developing intuition and simply guess what is going to happen. But any plan worthy of the name must expect the unexpected to occur. It always does. We all have been affected in unforeseen ways by unforeseen events, and this is how things will always be. Unless we can accept this fact of life and have confidence that we'll be able to deal with whatever situation comes in our lives, we will experience anxiety. It arises from time to time, even in the most self-confident people who have devoted a lifetime to developing their faith in themselves and a higher power. I was talking about this morning, about how as readers our lives are a mess. So this is funny. This is funny. Having faith in ourselves and our ability to persevere, in our gift of intuition, and in the power of our higher self to bring the right experiences into our life at the proper time, all can help us to cope with this anxiety. Okay? So, right. It doesn't matter how much you plan. You could plan something and say, I'm absolutely sure I have everything figured out, and then something will happen to totally throw everything off course. So if this helps you at all, or may not, may cause you more anxiety, it doesn't matter how well you plan. It doesn't matter how much you hope and wish and plan everything down to a T. If you can't absolutely guarantee 100% anything in this case, is what they're saying, why not just walk in confidence? Why not just do it anyway, right? Why not take your intuitive gut and just go, well, let's do this. You know, guaranteed, as you start walking in a direction of something, your energy, your body will let you know. You can say, I want to start a business in something, and you can start doing it, and suddenly, as you're doing, you're going, no, there's something off here. There's something I don't want. Everything in you screams no. And a lot of the times, those things won't succeed because there's something off about it. There's something in you going, this isn't it. This isn't what I wanted. Okay? So, I love this. Beyond the ordinary. 45 is 9. Okay? We are creatures that are beyond the ordinary. There's a beautiful path within us. And sometimes we don't even know what that is. We're just walking around, and things that make sense that we should want, we don't want. We want something that's completely ridiculous. But we have that internal compass that's guiding us. Some people wait too long and cause a lot of damage in their lives when they suddenly make it implode, is what I call. But just know that you're somebody who is beyond all of that. You're beyond what makes sense. You're beyond a list of probable things that may go wrong. You're beyond anything you think you are. You are so much more than the sum of your parts, than this little life that you're living, okay? Then it's not this little life, I should say it's this journey that you're experiencing. So I don't want to belittle people's lives. It feels kind of big when you're here, doesn't it? Awakening. I love these cards. I mean, look at these cards. Look at this. Look how brilliant these are. Queen of Voices. Yeah. Ace of Inspiration. King of Cups. Page of Emotions. Three of Wands. Eight of Emotions. The 8. Oh, a lot of, yeah. Four of Emotions. There it is again. The Four of Cups. Nine of Cups. Three of Voices. Oh, my God. My God. the future. You calling into your guides. Oh, please help me. Get me out of here. I don't know what to do. How do I get past this? And, your guides trying to figure out with the future, that angel pulling the curtain back. How can we help you? The thing is, though, Pisces, if you look at this picture, this call for help, this, what do I do? You're calling up. You really don't need it. You're living in your own shadow. The only shadow is the door that you're hiding behind. And beside that door, there's absolutely nothing. There's a vast expanse of everything you can experience. Oh, my heart feels for you. All these cards, what I feel like is like, I look at these and the Three of Inspiration, so afraid to make the domino, the thing of domino fall over. It's almost like, oh no, I don't want it to tip over, because once you start it, it's going to cause a chain reaction. Walking past this gaping black hole, hoping not to be sucked in. That's all I feel. This is what's got you in this stagnancy, this sitting there wondering, I'm wishing, I'm hoping, how do I get past this? Okay? The Page of Cups being in reverse. Okay, again with the hearts. Look at the hearts. Okay? It's you wanting to be so much who you're meant to be. Ready for the awakening, but having the cold hard truths of reality kind of holds you back and holds you down. The Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands, I feel like it's saying, like, it's stagnating you. This is stopping you from being who you need to be. The Muse of Emotion is telling you to chill, to be calm in your emotional self, to not expect the worst all the time. At the heart of you, you have such fulfillment. You are such a beautiful, even ethereal, magical being. You have that within you, and you're stifling with all this stuff. All these fears, all these anxieties of, what does the future hold? What do I do? And they're saying to me that, talking about my personal experience, I've seen how being harebrained in your life, like I've seen my father do things without really thinking about anything, how much destruction that's caused. But he was ego-driven in a lot of the things that he did. It was to serve the self. A lot of these things that you're dreaming is not just to serve the self. There is part of it. But I fear that you're afraid that you're just serving the self and that you're not, I'm just pretending to live a life that's going to contribute. I'm really secretly just wishing to be successful for me. I'm going to tell you a little secret, Pisces. It's okay to want to be successful for yourself. It isn't a sin. It isn't the sin that we've been taught it is. Okay? It really isn't. We need to make money to survive. Without it, we become beings that are stressed and very anxious. We need the basic amounts to live. I'm not talking, I want to buy a jet airplane. I'm talking about food on a table. We need those living amounts. And for you to wish to have enough to have those is not a sin. You can. And you should. You should wish blessings upon yourself. You should wish that you have enough to wake up and say, thank you, I have enough. And that's great. That's fantastic. I feel good about it. And when you go and look for a dream, I want it to provide me enough. I want to give and I want to receive. I open the doors, not just to give. You're just making it balanced. Because to give and give and give without receiving anything, receiving love, receiving money, receiving anything, you're unbalanced. You're actually unbalanced. you need to have that balance. Oh, there's this big thing here that a lot of times people have tried to make a point by doing scarcity things. You know, I will strike, or we'll do a hunger strike. And that's a lot of scarcity to prove a point so that people would remember them for that. You know, they suffered for us. But that's a lot of scarcity. And it's not that I'm demeaning any of that. I'm just saying that it doesn't always work. That doesn't always work. Because I don't want to be a martyr in this world. I want somebody to be able to give and receive. And I don't think that makes me a bad person. I think that makes me a person who thinks that a balance needs to be formed in this world. There's been too many extremes, even in the good and in the bad, okay, in both sides. And I think that the answers are somewhere in the middle. We can want to be able to sustain ourselves and have happiness and peace of mind while doing the things that we love, okay? I really had to think about that, because some of this, I don't want to be a channel that's just, you know, I'm not into, I don't want arguments. There's enough in the world. I'm just going to say it, okay? When you have scarcity thinking, even for yourself, going, I shouldn't be wanting money, that's scarcity thinking. That's like I should be humble. You can still be humble, and you can still ask to be compensated so that you can survive, so that you can feel happy, okay? That you can meet your basic needs. It's okay to buy something and feel joy about buying it, even if it's not completely needed. We're allowed to feel joy. We're allowed, okay? It's not like a law or rule, as much as the past and different things have told us, you know, and I'm talking like, you know, religious in the world, you know, be a vow of poverty. No. Scarcity thinking is scarcity thinking. They want you to feel in abundance. They don't want you to feel fear and anxiety and lack and pulling back and keeping in. They want you to open up and give, okay? And if part of that means that you sit there and talk to your spirit guide and go, hey, you know, I need basic living expenses, you know, is that good with you? I would, you know, I need that, and I want that, and I'm allowed that, and allow it in your life, invite it in your life, feel it in your life. Don't worry, you won't be smited for it. I was not, and anybody who tells you so is in scarcity thinking, okay? So don't feel bad about any elements. It's not those elements that cause evil in life. Only the way you put it out there causes people to have negative or black thoughts, or that nothing that serves the world, right? There's a lot of scarcity thinking. They keep saying scarcity thinking, scarcity thinking. Don't be afraid of what's going to fall over. Don't be afraid of the black hole. This is all, I feel like it's all about you being afraid of the boogeyman that's really not there. He's in your mind. He feels real, but he's not. He's not. And your guides will help you as much as they can. But you know what? They can't take your fears away. You have the power to do that. And you should. You should. You should take your fears away. It's hindering you. And you don't want that. You don't want to be hindered. You want to be natural. You want to be inspired. You want to live your best life. You want to be awakened. Okay? All right. So I'm going to let you go with this, because I I can't convince you. You have to convince yourself. You are the one who holds all the power in this life. In your life. You do. You hold the power in your life. You have a choice of going yes or no. I'm not putting up with this anymore. It's not good enough. I want more. I deserve more. And I am more. I am more. Okay? So there you go, Pisces. I'll let you go with this. I'm going to send you a lot of love, light, and blessings. And hopefully, if you need to meditate on this, take some time. We're unweaving a lot of the stuff that's been put out there over the years. Make us believe who we should be. I think you should concentrate on feeling and being what feels good within you. What brings you power to your beautiful soul. Because it is all powerful. It's right there. You just got to really tap into it. That's all. Okay? You are beyond the ordinary. Don't forget that. You are beyond the ordinary. All right, Pisces. I'm going to come back tomorrow. We're going to wrap this all up. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings. Take good care. Have a great end of day. Good night.